What is going on, Dan? Unfiltered, checking out Mastodon, The Last Baron. This comes from Tyreek. Appreciate you, homie. If you guys have any quiz, just hit me up. Alright. It's been a while since I've heard Mastodon, so I gotta recollect real quick. I've heard... Yeah, they're a weird one for me, because I didn't know they were from Atlanta either. And, like, I stay in Atlanta, so I should have fucking known that. I should have known that a long time ago. And Mastodon, I always thought of them growing up when I heard the name, that they were like a late 80s, maybe early 90s thrash metal band. It's just what I thought. And they're like from like the mid to early 2000s. They're not as near as old as I thought. And they're more diverse. Because I heard March of the Ants? Is that what it's called? It's something like that. Ant March, March of the Ants. That's the way I thought all Mastodon would sound like. Thrash metal. Heavier stuff. Harsh vocals. But then, someone introduced me to Sleeping Giants, I think it's called. Super mellow. All clean vocals, I believe. But super, like, a mellow song. Say, what? And then, my favorite one I've heard so far, again, I've only heard 3. Tear Drinker. Tear Drinker's fire. Tear Drinker's really good. Remind me kind of like of Opeth, kind of. If you guys know what I mean. Kind of quite similar, I think. Again, grain of salt, because I've only heard 3 from Mastodon. This will be 4. And I've only heard like a handful of Opeth. But, yeah, from what I've heard so far, the bands are kind of in the same universe. So let's check this out. The Last Baron. Fucking Mastodon. Great band name. Strong. Oh shit. So far, lyrics, fire. Fire lyrics. Wow. Talk to me. This is what I mean. This is not the sound I envisioned from Mastodon when I was young and like heard the name. At all. This is not at all what I thought. Because this is kind of, again, it's heavy-ish, but it's still kind of mellow. Like, it's closer to stoner metal than I would have anticipated. Definitely. And, like, better writing than I thought. I just really just pictured a lot of, like, just thrash metal. I thought it was, like, early 90s, late 80s thrash metal. Not at all. They got layers. like how he said the line "set the world ablaze." What, probably 4 to 6 times in this 3-minute stretch here. But each time it was different. There was no copying pasting, which bands do all the time in the studio. Because once you nail it, the producer loves it. You copy and paste it, and you just put it in the end of every chorus or wherever you have it in the song. This wasn't copy paste at all. Every time was different. So it makes it sound like he did it all in one recording. Like just fluidly. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But it made it sound like he did. That's all that matters. But maybe he did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bass. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sounds a little bit like young Ozzy in this song. Just a little bit. Especially this little chapter of the song. And I do feel like this song, I could be wrong, but this feels like this is going to be one of those epic songs that's kind of put together in chapters more than just one long song. It's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know what I mean? It's all the same movie, all the same story. But the chapters, you're going to have like probably 4 different vibes going on here. Probably. Ooh. There we go. Okay. We got a little triangle making an appearance in the background. You don't hear triangles very often. Bing, bing. These are pretty rare. Ooh. Ah. That's fire. Oh. Yep, yep, yep. Woo. Oh. That was disgusting. That whole drum roll there, that was nasty. Nasty. And I'm not sure how often you see that. It sounds like he's going back into the I was standing staring at the world and I can't see it. It's like they put a wicked drum roll right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it. Normally you would do that like either right before it to lead into this moment or right after this moment to like transition to whatever your next phase is. Now they did it right in the middle. Ugh. Cooking. Really does sound like an old school Black Sabbath song, just faster rhythms in the background, faster beats per minute, but very like 70s, late 70s Black. Is it late 70s? I think it's mid to late Black Sabbath. Good. Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm glad they brought this section back. I really liked the first 3 minutes. I was like, I hope they bring it back at some point. At some point. The middle section, great stuff. And that's actually the core, obviously, of what this song is. It's called The Last Baron. That's the chapter of The Last Baron, was that whole middle section. But still wanted to try to bookend it. And it looks like that's what they're doing. It looks like they're kind of bookending it. With the World Ablaze, the beginning, World Ablaze, the end. Last Baron's like chapter in the middle as like the core. That's what it feels like. Oh, that was nice. They do not at all sound like they're from the 2000s. Stop playing. They don't at all sound like that. I gotta check my info. I gotta check Wikipedia again. Let him cook. Play with it. Woo! Are you done? You got it all out? They let the guitarist close the damn show on that one. Holy shit. Good stuff, man. Again, not at all.
Esto lo voy a cortar, ¿vale? Digo, ahora cuando me he dado los pasos estoy hablando. Esto lo puedo cortar cuando me lo hagan.
I assume? Probably not part of the song? But maybe. I have no idea. I don't know. But yeah, not what this is just in general. This is not, none of this. None of the 4 songs I've heard, except for maybe the March of the Ants. Again, I'm not, is that what it's called? I think it is. It's something similar to that. None of the others sound the way I thought and pictured Mastodon. I'm glad, though. It shows layers. You can do more than just one thing and just be put in one box. Like, this one sounds like they got teleported from the mid-70s. Like, this is such an old-school sound. Everything about it. The only thing that you could say isn't is the pacing. The pacing of the guitar riff is a little faster than what I'm used to from a 70s metal song. But besides that, it screams 70s. Even the storytelling, the writing even screams 70s. Very like, they're kind of trying to paint a picture for you instead of just random lines. They're trying to paint, like, tell an actual story here. Very well done. And again, I do like that they bookended the last Baron in the middle, which was the meat of the song. But the breading of our song was the world ablaze, the beginning and end. Just sandwich it in there. And then finish it off with a pretty nasty guitar solo. Yeah, you call it a solo. A lot was going on with it, but it was definitely the superstar of the finale was the guitar. He was allowed to just crush it. They just gave him, what, they gave him 90 seconds? Maybe 2 minutes? They gave him a while just to cook. No interruptions. Also love the drummer getting that crazy, wicked little, like, pretty unique drum roll. Like, he bounced all over the place with that one. Dead center of the song. Like, I think that was, like, right in the middle, I think. It felt like it was right in the middle. Good stuff, man. Of the 4 I've heard, this might be their masterpiece. Now, I think Tear Drinker is a better, just regular song. But in terms of your masterpiece, this might be it. This might be it. I think it is. Again, I've only heard 4 songs, so grain of salt. But it felt like it. It felt like it. The way it was put together. They're from the 2000s. I just checked. But it just does not sound like it. It's insanity. Maybe that's why they're called Mastodon. It sounds like they're from the Ice Age. But they're not. Formed in 2000. Jesus Christ, yeah. Debut album was 02. They're not an old band. Or, it's old for today, but whatever, you know what I mean. But let me know what you guys think down below. Mastodon, The Last Baron. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We don't get enough music like this nowadays. We just don't. Does any band still do music? This clearly is influenced by the past. It clearly is. Does anyone do that now in like the 2020s? Or is it all just ashes and dust? Dust in the wind. Kansas. If you are still here, then you are a real one. A Kansas reference on a Mastodon song? Yes. Yes.